Welcome to Bar Biz, I'm Joshua Linder. Today we're talking about speakeasies in Beijing. They're hidden bars that try to capture the feel of America in the 1920s. The renewal of the speakeasy scene was a trend that ran through other major cities and eventually made its way to Beijing. It is stuck around here mostly because customers want to identify with the classy looks of old Shanghai. It's a look that resonates especially well with the Chinese elites who want to wear their suits and silk dresses out at a bar. It's a look that captures, well, it captures wealth. There was one speakeasy that stood out in the bar scene. It's called Jane's and Hooch.
Jane's and Hooch. Sleek interior, classic cocktails, old-fashioned feeling.
The bar has bare concrete floors and dim lighting. They became known for making an old-fashioned. Just like the old-fashioned, their bar's minimalist scheme was easily replicated. Several other speakeasies started popping up, and they're almost all within walking distance of each other. Here's number 1, Jane's and Hooch. Here's 2, D Lounge. Here's 3, Ming Bar. And here's 4, Miles Bar. And there's also 5, Hidden House. That one's got a cool door. And there's a super easy to find, right on the main bar drag, making 6, Maltail. And the 7th, and last but not least, at least within the walking area, is Parlor Bar. They aren't all that different from each other. They all offer an old-fashioned and
Old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned.
and an old-fashioned. And they all have bartenders wearing black vests. Parlor Bar took over Jane and Hooch's place as the place to be seen. It differentiates itself from the others because it's more events focused. Almost all of these 7 bars have been around for over a year now, but just because they're surviving doesn't mean they are thriving. There is a specific client list that these bars need, not just for business, but for their image.
These bars like to cultivate a rich client list because that's where the money is.
Parlor Bar at the moment is winning. Their client list is elite enough they can actually justify using their hidden location. But just to be clear, it's not too hidden, just off the beaten track. There are really 2 tiers of customers that come to these bars. The second tier is the most common. These are people who are looking to get a drink in a nice and trendy atmosphere. They'll normally buy a handful of drinks, which sell at around $10 each. In Beijing, this group is pretty typically made up of the expat population and Chinese people with international experience. They also make for important eye candy. The first tier is the big economic X factor.
Yeah, we target different people. Downstairs we want mostly is like the more international. Upstairs we want more half and half, maybe more local. Yeah, local Beijing, local Chinese people come here, but and the at least rich enough.
These are the super wealthy clientele, people who won't count the cost of their cocktails, and so they'll be looking for the brand names on the high-end liquor and champagne bottles. This crowd is typically the sons and daughters of China's rich and powerful. The bar has to massage their elite client list to keep them coming. That is a big part of the job for Jeff, one of the bar owners. Jeff is an eccentric character, and is just about the face of the bar. He is as charming as he is well dressed. He is the quintessential Beijing insider. Just look at that cheeky grin. That's a cheeky grin.
It's a secret,
Okay.
but I can tell you we have a lot of good champagne, like aged champagne, like some like a special edition, and wasn't I don't know how to like Chinese name Heitao A. I forgot the English name. Sorry about that. And also it's all the famous Hollywood stars drink that. And so the customer is from different field, different industry. Some people is like a movie star, movie director, like an investor.
Jeff talked about how he has many VIP customers who end up spending large sums of money. He attributed it to the atmosphere created and the mood the customers were in. That is definitely a factor. There's a much larger factor that shook up the scene. It was politics. There was a crackdown on corruption in China, which meant that ostentatious displays of wealth by the bottle poppers in these speakeasies
It's
became
a demonstration of China's growing income inequality, that the elite are able to afford to go to these speakeasies and hang out, party, whereas the poorer people will just have no access to these kind of places.
So the bars had to make changes as their VIP clients started to disappear. The bars with well-made cocktails are still able to keep their second-tier customers, and thus their business running. And of course, the first-tier customers still show up from time to time, and they certainly enjoy the comfort of a hidden bar filled with trendy people. To keep these trendy people, these speakeasies offer well-crafted cocktails. The parlor is the only one with room for events that fit the speakeasy scene. They hold events, private parties, and host swing dance nights. Also salsa dance, which doesn't quite fit. They're bringing in something exotic and exciting to the first tier of customers. It's definitely a strange hierarchy, but it's the business model that works for them. And even if you are a second tier customer like me, you can't complain much when they serve you cocktails that look this good. That's all for today's Bar Biz. Peace out.